What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the drone show. Got a good one for you today. I'm going to bring to you one of my, I call it a daily driver. I do swap things out pretty regularly because I got quite a bit of stuff, but it's this guy here. I'll show it in the GoPro. It's my Tojiro Santoku. The model on the box when you buy it's F698. This is what the box looks like. There it is, F698. It is a Shirogami number 2, white number 2, Kurouchi finish, Sanmai construction, iron-cladded Santoku. It's a mouthful. Say that 12 times fast. Anyway, just wanted to give this guy a sharpen, and I don't know if you saw what was down there. Let me go ahead and flip that again, because that's always fun, flipping back and forth. Look what came in. Dun, 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 dun. The good old Suehiro Debado. No stand. Anyway, so yeah, I am excited. I'm gonna give this guy a try before I put it in the old Duke Out series. I need to claim a winner between those, pardon me, so that we can go ahead and move on to the next. I will take this this Debado and I will put it up against the Altstone Fukami and Rin. My suspicions were that the Rin was a potentially the Debado formula, at least. I don't know. They didn't ever say that or confirm that. It is still a Suehiro product, so that would be my guess. But we're going to give that a shot. Wednesday is the announcement for the winner of the Japanese Amakusa, the natural stone. But I got another little thing after that I think you guys might like. It'll be, you may or may not, I don't know. Depends on what you like to do. This won't be a 2-weeker. This will just be kind of a quick one. It'll be a 1 week. And then on the 2-week, I've got another surprise, which I think you guys may like. I'll go ahead and tell you in a second. But I found this the other day that I've had it for a while. I didn't use it very much because personally I wasn't a fan. But this is one of those work sharps. It's not the Ken Onion. But I'm going to give this guy away. I don't use it. I don't have a need for it. I have my own, not industrial, but I'll call them enterprise grade belt grinders. So this is not a need for me. So if this is something that interests you, be sure to subscribe to the channel and comment on the videos whenever I say that it's going to be available to give away, which will be Wednesday. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll tell you what I'm going to give away after that. So, how we did the 2-week thing for the Japanese Amakusa. I've got some Belgian cauticles coming, so I'm going to give away a cauticle. If you guys aren't aware of what that is, some people don't know. It's mostly a straight razor thing. You can use it for knives too, but that's where it's really popular. It's a Belgian or Germany mined and Ardennes. I don't know, Ardennes. That's where cauticles come from, mine over there. So they're just essentially European natural stones from the Germany area. Anyway, without further ado, I don't think there's anything else to talk about. If I do, I'll just do it while we're doing this. This is going to be a little long video. I'm going to cut it up some, so you may see some edits. I'm going to sharpen this on the 1000 Debado. Then I'm going to use the 2000 grit Shapton M15, which I did confirm is a Kuromaku. It does have a slightly different feel than the Kuromaku, because I was able to use a Kuromaku the other day. A friend of mine actually had one, and I was actually surprised he had one because I didn't know he sharpened knives. And he doesn't very well. he bought it because someone recommended it. The M15, the feel on it is a little more grippy, a little less glassy, a little more grippy, but it's the same stone. But after that, then I'll be finishing this knife off on the Kuromaku 5000, one of my favorites. I don't know why I didn't put that in frame. But let's just go ahead and get this party started. It's been a couple days since I uploaded the video, so I apologize, but life has been busy. But I hope you guys have been well. I bought a few straight razors. I'm not a huge straight razor guy, but I like them. And I just wanted to kind of give them a shot, Right, there we are. So I got a couple from, one is from like, it's said to be from 1899 to 1910, I believe. They said it could be up to 1920, but I mean, shoot. The thing can be, well, it's definitely at least 100 years old, 105 years old, you know. That's a pretty doggone old blade. I'll show it to you real fast. I've got another one on the way that is also from about that time frame. Yeah, it's pretty cool. These things take an amazing edge, by the way. Old steel, I guess there's no real substitute for it. This thing, by the way, holy crap, I've already got a burr. I don't really need to continue. I'm going to, but that thing's burr is insane. So this Tojiro is the ITK series. You guys have heard me talk about it before. I've told you how that Hatsukokoro, you know, gave me a lot of troubles, and how that Hatsukokoro made me a little upset because it was $85, $89. And for example, this guy, beautiful. I mean, I'll do some other close-up shots, but this was $53. It isn't $53 anymore. I don't even know that they make this particular model anymore. I don't think so. I haven't found it anywhere, but 53 bucks. I mean, come on. That's insane. Good carbon steel. That's, yeah, she's a beaut. I mean, the handle leaves a little bit desired. There's some stepping here. It's a plastic ferrule, but I don't care about that. I can put my own handle on here. 53 bucks? Yeah, give it to me all day long. Give it to me, baby. Those that have been around a while like me know that reference for sure. I didn't let you guys really hear it. I apologize. I'm just yapping my trap here. Let me find that edge again. Come on, baby. There she is. All right, let's listen. Ooh. So yeah, I mean, this is typical. Honestly, it feels just like the Ren. I've never used the Debado before, as I've said to you guys, and I can tell you right now, never having used it, first things first, wow, that's a great stone. The next thing is it's very, very responsive with feedback. It's smooth through the whole thing. It performs the way I would expect, if that makes sense. Like, this thing it's sharpening my knife. There's no doubt about it. There's no hesitation. It doesn't drag. It doesn't, give me any weird artifacts during the process. Each glide is completely smooth, tip to heel. And then on the way back, right, letting off the pressure, no issues there. But yeah, compared to that Ren 1000, it feels pretty much identical. The Ren might be slightly harder. Actually, I'm pretty sure the Ren is slightly harder. That's not a good or a bad thing. It's just that particular stone's makeup was designed to be hard. The burr on this is significant and very present. So I'm going to go ahead and give it one more pass because I've got a little spot here, a little spot here that's just due to me probably gabbing and not really paying attention to my technique and stuff. But yeah, so having never used one of these before and now using it, I can tell you right now I need to get a few more. Not that it would have stopped me anyway. I would have bought them no matter what, probably. But yeah, this is a great stone. So Debado, if you don't have one, get one. I did buy this one, by the way, from Altways. So that's the people that make Altstone, because they are a Suehiro distributor, which is how we got into that whole conversation about the Altstones essentially being, Syraxes and potentially Debados, or at least a version of. So this came from the Amazon Altways store. It was like 59 bucks. Can't beat that. It's huge, right? She massive, yo. I'm not putting very much pressure on this either. And it's, I mean, it's really cutting. Let's get that tip. Get the tippy tip. I know you missed me. You guys missed me. That's what I tell myself anyway. I go to sleep at night reminding my wife, hey, look out. I'm famous. She rolls her eyes at me. That's funny. That's what I tell my mom too. I'm like, Mom, you wouldn't believe it. I'm famous. Sorry, that just killed me. All right, let's move to the other side. Slice. Oh yeah, I sliced my finger on that razor blade. The straight razor I just showed you. Real quick, it's a funny little thing. I don't know if you can see that. It's not very good as far as how it feels. I was polishing it. No, it's not that. It was the Deba. I got a Deba. I'll show you guys too, which is crazy in itself. I'd never had one of those. Never really for sure that I wanted one, but I found one of those cheap ones like this brand, the cheap knives, you know. Did that show up on screen? Yeah, like these guys. It was 14 bucks. It's made of the same steel, and that thing is insane. It like holy crap! I'm cleaning it up, and I'm gonna turn it into a big user. I'm gonna find it here in a minute. And I'll show you guys. Like I was blown away. It's super thick because you know it's a single bevel. Because I think you can get Devas, whatever you call them. I think you can get them in double bevel, maybe. This one's a single. It was super thick, like I would expect it to be. You know, you use it for deboning fish and stuff. And like what chickens, I think you can do it with chickens. I'm assuming, especially based on the thickness of that blade. And this thing will absolutely do it. Like, I was impressed. Make sure I got that right. Oh yeah, we flipped that burr right over. It's very, very distinct. Here, let me see if I can show you real quick. I know I'm like ADHD all over the place. Pay no attention to these scratch marks because this is me going to polish that out. That's why it looks like that. But I mean, this bad boy here, like holy crap, there's weight to this thing. Like I said, you can see the scratch marks from where I was polishing it out. There was those stupid cheap knife factory grind lines. There we go. It's a little better. I've got all these lights so you guys can see stuff. Yeah, that's me grinding stuff on the back there, make sure everything's like level like it should be. You can't see because of the glare, but it does have the, was it Ura? I think it is. But man, yeah, this thing is big and beefy. That's what I'm going to nickname it now. Its nickname is Big Beefy. I'm going to do a video on it. I took some pictures of that bevel. I'm going to step it out. I'm going to actually use my my King 6 and 8,000 grit to polish out that bevel. It'll make it shine. I unfortunately had someone leave a comment that thought that King 400L, which is the vitrified, 400 grit, same thing as the King 300 grit, saying that I needed to research how to use tools before posting a video on them because it's a soaking stone. Now, it's not that you can't soak that King. In fact, you can perma-soak it. From everything that I've researched and the emails that I've exchanged with Matsunaga. But even Matsunaga Corporation themselves, they say it is a splash and go, baby. So, it's unfortunate, but I promise I'm not an idiot. That's another thing too, like I tell my wife all the time, and she'll back me up on this even. I don't ever say anything unless I'm 100% sure of it. Whatever that is, if I'm going to put my name behind it or I'm going to stake that claim, I'm going to make sure that that's what that claim is. Now, that doesn't mean that sometimes I haven't been either misinformed with lots of things. I'm not talking just like one post and I'm going to go off and be like, oh, I'm an expert. But sometimes research is just wrong, right? And some people base research off of bad research and things are just wrong. That's extremely possible. But that's the only time that I'm going to sit here and tell you something and be wrong, as if a bunch of people that research it are also wrong. Because I go deep. Like, I stay up late at night, you know, avoiding my family. I'm kidding. Just kidding. I don't avoid them. They avoid me. How many of you are excited for this natural stone giveaway? How many of you are excited about the conical? Man, this thing is amazing. This is good to go. Yeah, I've never owned a conical before, but I've always wanted to. That and the Belgian blues. So this white steel, I'm going to do this like I usually do with this. You can see the glare. See it down here? You can see that burr. Oop, let's see if I can bring her back. You can definitely see it there. You should be able to see it the whole way. I'm looking at it through the preview screen down there. I can even see it there. But yeah, that's pretty. I'm telling you, I love white number 2 Shirogami, man. I mean, I love the blue as well. But all right, we're going to do burr removal or reduction anyway. This is going to be 5 edge leading strokes, alternating each one. All right. With any luck, we'll get a big piece of burr just pop off here. Well, there's all kinds of particles, though. I probably ought to go ahead and swarf them off here. I don't want them getting up in there and like putting little scratches in the blade, because that will and can happen. It doesn't always happen, but it can. Like those little particles. I don't know if you saw them at first. There's a bunch in there. Look like little tadpoles swimming around. That's how many of them are in there. Some frogs just had babies. And I've done that before where I had a polish thing going on. And I was just coming back to reset some things and just going to do a slight little polish after resetting like an edge, because I don't remember what the issue was. I may have dinged it on my freaking drill press like I do sometimes. And anyway, and that had happened again because I'd gotten pretty significant burr, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, so I went to do all this kind of stuff, and sure enough, it scratched up all kinds of areas on the bevel that I had worked so hard on. I quit for the day on that one. I mean, I finished getting it sharp, but that was it, you know. All right, that does feel as if it's gone. We're going to do stropping strokes. Same thing, 5 alternating. Dude, this stone, holy crap. Seriously, I'm like, probably after this, I'm going to go and order several different grits. Because I know they've got the 180. One of you guys have told me about that. Or the 2 something. I don't know if it's 200, 220, 250. I don't know. I have to double check. But and then, of course, the higher grits. Suehiro also has this one stone that's like massive amounts of money. Supposedly it's like old school something. I don't know. I don't know the name of it, but I just know I want it. It's like 300 bucks though. Oh, speaking of that, God, I'm just rambling. Sorry, guys. Remember, I told you there's no script, as you couldn't tell already. I do believe next week I'm going to be ordering an NSK Kogyo resin bonded diamond stone. So that will be reviewed next. Well, not next, soon. As soon as I get it. All right, let's double check. I don't think I actually need to worry about stropping right now because I'm moving on to the next stone. Yeah, there's still a burr, but that's fine. There's not much of one on there, so it's not too bad. We'll go ahead real fast. We'll clean up this Debado. So, a quick synopsis of the Debado. Yeah, I love this thing. As if you couldn't already tell, I told you that. Yeah. If you've never had one, get one. Like, I love this thing so much that I would want other people to get it, to the point that I would let them send it to them, let them try it. But, you know, I'd probably never get it back. At some point, it'd probably, you know, get lost in the mail or something. Not saying when you guys would take it from me, I'm just saying. So yeah, that's the other thing too, is like altways. So that's the people, like I said, that sell and manufacture or whatever, or formulated the Altstone series, or the Altstone brand, not series. They sell a lot of different stones on their Amazon store as well. So you're not just limited to buying Altstone. So if you wanted, I think they even have a Kingstone. So if you wanted any of that kind of stuff, you can get that from them. And they usually have really fair prices. So don't be hesitating on getting that from them. Altways, I think it's Altways LLC or Altways Inc. I don't remember. But they're on Amazon. If anybody wants, I can just get them the link. Actually, if you follow the link in my Altstone videos that point back to those, that'll take you to them. They're a good company. They have good, honest products. But it's not just their one thing, so. Oh. God, I love this stone. Such a good stone. Yes, right, Kat? You tell him. She's backing me up. I use this to hone one of my razors too, and tremendous job. Like straight off of this, I could have shaved it. It was hair popping. Like literally would pop the hairs out. You can see, like, you know, I got hair here. Yeah, I don't here because I was literally popping hairs off my arm with that razor. You know, I'd always known what that meant, hair popping sharp, but I never personally like just sat and done it. You know, I've shaved hairs with my knives before and went real slow. With a razor, I was kind of just going kind of fast, and it actually was popping them off my arm. I was like, oh shit, that's what that means. Ooh. You see that? I've done that before. So I'll get going, and what I did was I got a little overzealous, or a little too crazy, and I went for the upstroke, and I let off pressure. That's an exaggeration, but I let off pressure and bring the knife back. I let off so much that I ended up this kind of drug behind a little bit, and my fingers went in front as the knife was coming down. I've cut myself bad doing that before. Man, we got a good burr. I may just go ahead. Yeah, I'll do another one real quick. Just super quick passes. Man, this stone, I tell you, if you haven't seen the video on this, I've got it up there. Maybe I'll go ahead and link it up top here real quick. This is a good stone, and it's cheap. It's coming from Japan. It's a Japan only. But Amazon Japan sells it. It's a great stone. It is the Kuromaku 2000 on a base. Oh, and the other day, it may have been Amazon, I don't remember. If it wasn't Amazon, it was Etsy probably. They had one of these, but it was the 5000, but it was the M24, so it's a 24 millimeter thick one. I just about picked it up. It was 70 bucks, I think. The bad thing is it was coming out of the United Kingdom, and it was $25 shipping, $30 shipping. That really kind of makes it kind of out of the realm of desire. stuff, baby. I also found a knife today that I'm going to purchase and I'm going to sharpen, but I'm also getting a second one to give away whenever we reach our goals, right? I'm doing my little individual giveaways, but whenever I reach my subscriber goals, this knife, it is a Damascus and copper, so it's copper Damascus with carbon steel. It's like 15N20. I think it's 1095 or 1080, and then copper. It's beautiful. Oh man. As long as the order comes through like I'm supposed, I'll show you guys a picture of it. But that'll, like, if we can get me to, I don't know, I may give it away at 500, but it'll definitely be like probably the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Yeah, we got a burr. The only thing is it's kind of smaller up here. It's not going to be a significant burr. I've said that a million times. The higher the grit stones, the smaller your burr, essentially. It's not going to be these massive grinders, you know. But there's not really, well, yeah, there is now. There wasn't much of one up there. We're good now, though. I'm going to give it a couple little long strokes, and we'll move on to the 5K. We're chucking right along here. This may not be as long as I thought it was going to be. For you guys' sake, that's awesome. I don't normally do this. I just wanted to kind of make sure we Gucci. I'll look at that real fast too. Make sure it doesn't look stupid under there, under the microscope. Oh my God, did you hear that? My little Carson microscope. Hope I didn't just ding that on the freaking edge. I don't care if it's the spine so much. All right, that edge looks good there. Let's see, did I hit it on the tip? Please don't be dented and distorted and broken and stupid. You know, I'm glad I'm checking this, actually. It's always good to check your edge, because no matter how good it looks in one spot, it might not be great in another. I'm going to go ahead and give this a little bit more. I'm going to give it a small bit. Actually, I may just do the whole thing, but the tip needs a little bit more work. That's the thing with Santokus. Well, and honestly, anything with those curved radiuses, different stuff, you know, the edges, and I'll show you in a second. So one of the problems you run into whenever you have, you know, I don't want to like completely set it on here, but whenever you've got a belly, or even when just the tip kind of goes upwards, it's exaggerated obviously. So it's kind of you can do a little rocking with it. When you get here, if you look, whenever you set it on the stone back here, all's flat, all's good. When you start getting up here, where it starts to curve, you're good. But whenever you need to touch the tip, see when I just touched it, how it moves? Like if I got it like this, it doesn't really move. Up here, we got flex. And that's because there's space. It's different, it's a curve. So you have to adjust things. So you got to make sure that you're adjusted to the tip, that it's still at the same angle as the rest of the knife, or the rest of the edge that you've been setting. So you just got to kind of transition, and I don't always transition properly, because all you got to do is just kind of give it a rock, right? And make sure that you're lined up. And I just don't always do that with perfection, especially on my non-dominant side, whenever I'm going fast too. If I'm going slower, I pay a lot more attention and I get things a little bit more even the first time. But anyway, that's kind of important to show you guys. So same thing, edge leading, burr reduction. Those are good things to keep in mind whenever you are sharpening. Things that I learned the hard way. People didn't really say much about that whenever I was watching videos. So hopefully I'm giving some updates that are useful. you already know it, fine. Somebody might not. It's kind of like the same thing when you're doing this. You know, if it were straight, I could just do this the whole way, but I gotta kind of swoop. You know, it's just making sure it stays even, stays true, full contact the whole time. I don't know if you guys have noticed on this. So I have not, I've not used the rust eraser on this once. Dadgummit, son. And I have completely removed the buildup, if there is any. It isn't even really buildup, with my hands. So, yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, couple quick stropping strokes, and then we're going on to the 5K. I could just hang out with this stone all day. Since I've now, well, I assume now, if not, it'll be at the end of the video, have flashed up a picture of that knife. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I really want to know who's going to be the lucky winner of that one. Like I said, I may do it at 500, but it'll definitely be at 1,000. Who knows? Maybe I'll get two and we'll do one at 500 and 1,000. Make 1,000 subscribers, make it that knife and a stone or something. I don't know. Speaking of which, Rick, I hope you're watching. I think you're watching. I'm pretty sure you usually watch it all the way through. Your package is set for delivery for tomorrow. It's in Tennessee right now. So yay! Finally. Chad's as well, Chad Rudolph. Yours is out there. Should be in Oregon tomorrow. It's currently in Salem, Oregon, as I'm doing this video anyway, which is Sunday. All right, here comes the 5K. Get it, girl. All right, good old Shapton Kuromaku 5000 grit. A very great stone. A stone that does good with knives, razors. I was gonna say something else. I'm gonna refrain. Sometimes I get a little loose-lipped. Let's not do that. Don't want to offend anybody. All right, let me move this over here. Let's listen to this bad boy. Let me move slower, or at least less forceful. Yeah. So quiet. Love it. Yeah, that feels so good. If nobody has one of these either, they need to. This is a stone that I think should be in everybody's arsenal. Everybody. I don't care what you sharpen. This is a great stone. It's a great polisher. A great refiner. Probably last 2 lifetimes. Also not really loading up there. Or at all, actually. Nice hard stone. The Kuromakus are just, they're hard to beat. In many, many categories, they're just hard to beat. This will be a quick one because Yeah, I mean, we're beyond ready to go. All right, next side. And then we're gonna strop after this is done, and then we're gonna cut. Man, all in less time than one of my first videos. I always wondered how, like, Greg from Never a Dull Moment, I like watching him, but he's always got these like 15, 17, 22-minute videos, and he's doing like 87 stones. Not really, but you know what I mean. It's like, wait a minute. And I know he edits some of it, but some of it's so seamlessly edited, I guess, that it seems like like it's not edited. I don't know. This stone, I'm telling you. It's such a great, I don't know. If you love medium grit stones and how they cut, but you also love polishers for how they feel and what they do to the edge or do the bevels, this is the stone. It's a fast cutting polisher. I mean, that's the best way to say it. Because it really does, I mean, it for what it is. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, that's cutting that stuff off, you know? It's not just discoloration because I'm going so fast I'm leaving skid marks. Yeah. I think we're good. We'll do some burr reduction. I'm going to double check that edge really quick here with my Carlisle microscope. Make sure I didn't completely fudge that up. That's weird. I got a line down the middle of the bevel. That's probably some of those rogue particles. Honestly, I don't know for sure, but if I'm using this water, which I know I was throwing some up here, it has grit contamination from the 1K. And even though it's not a lot, all it takes is a little bit to get in here. And as soon as you lay that edge on here and there's some grit from this water and you didn't change it, or you're not using like I should have just done there, it will scratch your edge. Does that really mean anything? Not really. It'll still cut your tomatoes and your peppers and circumcisions, whatever you need it to do. It just doesn't always look pretty. Now, if it was a razor, it could make a difference there. You know, because it's literally shaving hair off your face and it needs to perform very well. You can feel more with a straight razor on your face than you could if you're cutting through a tomato or an onion or whatever, cucumber. It's because your face is a little bit more sensitive. If you get a, one of the things, this is the best thing I could explain it with. If you've got like a nick or even like a small little piece of burr or something on your edge on a straight razor and you go to shave your face, it'll pull it so hard that you would think someone literally grabbed a single hair that was firmly and permanently rooted on your face and tried to yank it out. That's like, it's insane. I'm like, how does one little hair bring that much pain? Yeah. So I make sure my edges, at least for razors, are 10,000% clean. Okay. I think we're ready, yo. Make sure that all this is out here. I'm gonna wipe off my, actually, do this. Just do it now. Give her a little dunk. I'm gonna go set it on my drying table. I'm also gonna do a video probably this week for you. Some of you guys have requested it. Confirm for me. A video on my stones, just my stones. And I may do a demonstration of a couple of them while I'm doing the video. But yeah, I'll just kind of get them out and talk about them. If you want, if you don't, I won't. That's fine too. I don't want to bore anybody or not give content you're wanting. If you just want to see sharpening stuff, that's fine. But I know some of you guys were curious about them kind of in a more up close and in-depth kind of look. And I'd be glad to do that. Okay, we're gonna grab this strippy Strop, freshly loaded, Flexcut, I did it, from Woodcraft with Flexcut Gold 1 micron stropping compound. Ooh, need to dry my knife. That doesn't work like that. Good Lord, pay attention. No wonder my wife gets mad at me. She always tells me I'm not listening. Can't remember what it is she's telling me, but I know she always says that at least. Don't know why. Okay. I'll probably do, we'll do 10. Try and do it quick. It's a decent little strop. I think I've said it every time, but I got it on a Black Friday sale for, I think, $8. Either 8 or 11, I can't remember. I wouldn't pay more than that for it. I'll be really honest and upfront. The leather felt kind of dry, but I conditioned it. I used this stuff, which I always have on hand, this strop dressing, 1907 strop dressing. Conditioned it, and it's super thin too. I mean, look at that. Like, yeah. But shoot, 8 or 11 bucks, yeah, that's fine. And that was with free shipping. So if it was like 8 or 11 bucks with $7 shipping or $9 shipping like some of them do, there's no way. That's dumb. All right, let's do this. Okay, it's the moment of truth, yo. So we have our Tojiro ITK Kurouchi finished Shirogami number 2 ironclad Sanmai construction F698 on the box Santoku. We are fresh off of 5,000 grit edge. I'm going to actually look at it real quick just to verify that there is not a burr. No burr. Not even bill burr. Okay. It looks good. Check this side. Make sure nothing hung on for dear life. No, we Gucci. Okay. Let's grab us a Shizita Pizzaper here. Dry. I can't have any excuses saying, oh, it's wet. Which, every time I said it, it happened. Now, I'm not making that up, I promise you. All right, let's listen to it first. Making sure I didn't actually find a wet spot. All right, let's listen. Let me get kind of close to it. Holy smokes, yo. I want you to see that. I know this isn't exactly the camera for that. Surgical. That thing is freaking sharp. I mean, oops. My God. My wife better look out. I might run away with this. Don't tell her. All right, push. Oh my God. Oh, get up here. Let's do the very tip. Just for a second. Oh, I wouldn't want to know how that felt. I mean, I couldn't hold it up there, but it It will. It'll push cut this whole thing. I tell you it will. Let me do it this way. Oh, good Lord Almighty. Do the very back. Good Lord. I give up. So, there she is. Miss America. Miss Japan. Yeah, Miss Japan. I don't think that it's from Japan. So yeah, I'll give you guys some edge shots. I mean, that didn't lie. That was stupid sharp. So you tell me what you think now. Anybody that had any doubts about $53 versus that 89 bunka that absolutely crapped the bed, right? No comparison. And for those that ever had any doubts or didn't even think to give Tojiro a try, they make some good stuff. You can still get the, I think they call it the Kurouchi line. And it looks like this, sort of. I think they have kind of like some hammered patterns and things like that that are a little bit more money. Good Lord, that's so sticky. Like, let's see here. Look, I got practically not to have my hands on here and it won't fall off my nail. Stupid sticky. So, the proof's in the pudding or in the steel. Good Lord. All right, guys. Make sure that you are a subscriber of the channel. Make sure that you are commenting on these videos. You will be entered into the drawing for a Japanese natural stone, which is this Amakusa. I believe it's called red Amakusa, if I'm being completely technical. There she is in the close-ups over here. It is sealed with cashew lacquer. The person that I guess originally distributed it or whatever, that's from the, I don't know when that's from, actually that might be more recent, Morihei. So that was who assumed ownership of that, I guess, before selling it because they had their stamp on it. So it's Morihei. It's a great company. Make sure that you're commenting and subscribed. It's your only two requirements. And I'll do a drawing on Wednesday, and whoever is in that drawing winning gets that stone. I'll ship it out to you. Rick, remember, tomorrow's delivery day. Chad, for you too. Let me know what you guys think about your little package. Again, it wasn't the same thing that it was for the first round. I don't even know where that's at. Hopefully that shows up too. If you do, well then, Merry Christmas. So, appreciate you guys for tuning in, as always. Love y'all. See you Wednesday for sure. And I may do another quick little pop-up. Don't forget the Work Sharp is going to be another giveaway. Hell, I could even announce that now. I'll make it official on Wednesday. But those that watch this video, if you want that Work Sharp, same thing. Be a subscriber, comment. That's all you got to do. Appreciate you guys. Peace, love, and you don't have any clue how much I appreciate you guys tuning in, but I do. Keep it up. Get me to 500 and 1,000, and I'll show you what I'll give you. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Love you. Bye.